Hey everyone, my name is Josh, and I'm going to show you one of the best build setups for FireTV Stick that I've found so far. If you've never programmed a Fire Stick, then you'll have to go through these first couple steps. But if you have programmed a Fire Stick before, then you can just skip and do what I do after the settings part and all that. So anyways, first off, we're going to want to go over to settings, and we're going to go down to devices. And under device, we'll click on developer options. So under developer options, these will be turned off, and you want to make sure ADB debugging is on, and you want to make sure apps from unknown sources is on. So after that, you'll go back to the home screen, and the first thing you'll do is you'll go over here and you'll search for downloader. So once you start typing it in, it'll pop up downloader app. You just click on that, and it'll bring you to it. You'll click on this and click install, and it'll install. Once it's installed, you want to open this up, and I'm already on an app right here. So this is where I just downloaded this. So anyways, what you want to do is you want to go up here to the top when you have it, and it'll say http://. From there you want to type in bit.ly/top 7 stick. And what this does, it brings you to this Aptoid TV, this you see right here. And on this, you want to go down, you want to click on install Aptoid TV. Once you do that, it'll install, then it'll prompt you, it'll say cancel or install. You'll go down and you click install. So once that's installed, once you have installed Aptoid TV, you want to go to it. So this is what it'll look like. You open this up, and I'm going to tell you the apps you need to download. So anyways, when you open it up, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to go down to top apps, and then you'll go over to Terrarium TV. You'll click on it, and right here where it says resume, it'll say it'll say install. And then Mobdro, same thing, where it says resume, it'll say install. Kodi, where it says resume, it'll say install, or open. Well, this one says open, but it'll say install, and you install it from there. And FreeFlix HQ, you do the same thing with it. It'll say, where it says resume, it'll say install. And MX Player, you'll want to install it too, because that's what you're going to need to run FreeFlix HQ, the IPTV on FreeFlix HQ. Now, after you've installed all those apps, you'll go down here, and they'll be over here at the end, and what you'll do is you'll click on them. So if you want to move it to the front, you'll click the 3 lines on your remote for your menu. You click on that, and it'll say move to front and uninstall, and you can move it to front like that, or you can move it to wherever you want to move it to. But I'm not worried about that. So anyways, we're going to go back over here to where it says these apps. So here's Kodi. So when you open Kodi, it'll say this is the first time Kodi's being opened, and I'm going to show you a build on here that I use, which is the Supreme Builds repo, and the build is Titanium. This is the first time Kodi is being run. This is 17.5. Aptoid is a little behind on their updates. It doesn't affect Kodi or anything like that, but once you install it from Aptoid, you can go and install it from Kodi.tv/downloads and downloader and update to 17.6 if you'd like to, but it's not necessary. So once you're in Kodi, what you want to do is you want to go over to the little settings gear. You'll click on that. Once you click on that, you'll go to system settings, and under system settings you'll go to add-ons, and under add-ons you want to click on show notifications and unknown sources and allow unknown sources. So once that's done, you'll back out, and you'll go over to you'll go down to file manager. That's just telling you 17.6 is out. You'll click add source, and I'll put these links in the description too for the sources that I use. So this one is http://repo.supremebuilds .com. So once you're in here, click OK, Then you go down here at the bottom, and this is what you name it. You can name it anything you want to, but for the sake of time, we'll name it .sup. Click OK, and then go down to the bottom and click OK, and that'll add your source. Now once you have it in there, in order to make sure that you got the right thing written down, well, to make sure you got the right source entered in, you'll click on this, and if it shows these, then you're good. So after you get that, you'll go back out to this point here, and you'll go down to add-ons. And under add-ons, you'll click on add-ons. Under add-ons, you'll go up to the little drop box, click on that, and you'll go down to install from zip file, and you click on .sup, and you'll go down to repository.supreme builds -1.0.0.zip. Click on that, and it'll install the Supreme Builds repository. And you'll get a little notification in the top right saying Supreme Builds repository has been installed. Then you'll go to install from repository. Once you go to install from repository, you go to the Supreme Builds repository, and you want to go to Program Add-ons. And under Program Add-ons, you want to click on Supreme Builds Wizard, and this will bring you to this point here, and you just click the install button. So once you do that, it's going to install pretty quick. Let's see, Supreme Builds Wizard has installed. You don't have to click anything, you just wait for this pop up, click dismissed, continue, dismissed, build menu, continue. It pops up twice for whatever reason, it always does that. And then on the second time it pops up build menu, you just click ignore. And here's where you select your build that you want. So this is the titanium build, this is the one I use, but there's the X4, Quest Media, Morpheus, Supreme Kids, the Hellions, Storm, Utopia, Juggernaut. All these builds are great, but the best one that I've found is the titanium build. And you have 3 servers you can download from. You can download from each of them twice, so you can download a total of 6 times in one day, in a 24-hour period. So anyways, we're just going to click on Titanium USA Server 1, click on that, and this is where it'll start loading in. And once it gets to this point, you want to go down and you click on Standard Install. And it says, would you like to download and install Titanium? You click Yes, Install. And this part will take a minute. It's saying like 122, 121. So it ain't going to take an awful long time. I mean, if you have bad internet, it may take a little longer, but not usually take too much extra time. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time if the camera's moving a lot. I don't have a mount or anything to put the phone on, and I'm recording this with my phone, so it moves quite often while I'm trying to record. But as you can see, it's not taking very long at all. I mean, it's 180 megabytes, and it says I'm pulling 2.1 megabytes a second. So we got about 35 seconds left, and once this installs, it'll go through a process of unzipping all the files you just installed. And if you have a Android box, you can do this the same way on an Android box, depending on what version it is. It's pretty simple, but this build works great on Android boxes or the FireTV Sticks. Okay, so once it finishes here, just finished, it's going to go through the process of unzipping everything and installing it. This takes about the same amount of time it does to install it. It's a little bigger of a size. This is 282 megabytes. And occasionally you will have, where it says error 0, occasionally you will have an error pop up. It'll say like errors 1. You don't have to worry about any of that. And this is the first video that I have made on installing apps on a Fire Stick, and this is just the basic installs. This is not going to be a video on how to operate once you have done all these installs and done the builds and all that, but I will be making more videos explaining how to operate inside Kodi, and what to use and what not to use, and what are good and what aren't that great, and the IPTVs and all of that. But that'll be at a later time. Right now, this is just a video on how to install these add-ons for Kodi and how to install the other APKs for the FireTV Stick. So once this is done, it'll say reload profile or force close. You just click force close. If you click reload profile, it's not going to work correctly. So once you force close it, you want to open it back up, and once you open it back up, it'll say Kodi, and it'll pop the titanium builds. So there's Kodi 17.5 Krypton, and then the next screen will be the titanium builds logo. And there you are, you're inside of Kodi now. And this is add-ons, so you got your movie sources and all that. They work great. This updates all the time. It'll tell you when a new update is available, and it'll ask you, it'll prompt you to update Kodi. So now that we're done with that, we'll go back to the home screen, and then Terrarium TV. Once you have downloaded Terrarium TV, when you open it, it's going to ask you a few things. It's moving a little slow, but so here we are opening Terrarium. Yep, just dropped the phone. My apologies, guys. Well, it force closed itself for whatever reason. Usually when you first install these, if you don't like, they have a little bug issue. But after they've been installed for a minute, they won't do it. They won't do that. So here we are. There's a new version out that has not been updated to Aptoid, the Aptoid app. So we'll go over and we'll click on update. And this is what it'll tell you every time that there's a new update available. So once it does this, it'll tell you download an update. You just wait for it to download the update. Moves pretty quick for the most part, depending on your internet. And once it installs, once it updates, it'll give you the prompt to install it. And this is what it'll show when you download them at first too. So you want to go down and you want to click on install it. Shouldn't take too long, maybe a minute at the max. And this is in real time, so I'm not fast forwarding through anything. It's going to be a video of real time about how long it takes to do this on internet that only I get like 26 megabytes a second where I live at. And you know, people who get better internet get faster speeds, and it downloads faster, it installs faster. And the only reason I'm walking you through Terrarium is because there's one other thing we gotta install before we can use it, and that's the Yes Player. And the easiest way to install Yes Player is to once it's done, you just open it. The easiest way to install Yes Player is to go in, select a show like you're gonna watch it, and when you click on play on one of the sources, it'll prompt you to download Yes Player, and you install it the regular way. It doesn't take very long at all. It's a pretty small file. accidentally hit the home button and kicked me out. So here we are. So once you got it installed, it'll prompt you to do this. So you click OK, and it'll tell you like whether you want to accept or decline the terms, and you always want to accept, because if not, it won't work. So let's go ahead and get this Yes Player installed. So you just click on a TV show you want, you just the first one you can come to, and just go down to seasons and click on a season, and click on an episode, and let it start loading in sources. And then once it gets the source loaded in, not HQ, once it gets one that's HD or 720, just click on it, and it'll prompt you to install Yes Player. So right here, we'll just go to this first one. So we'll click on this here, and click play, and it'll say, do you want to install Yes Player? And just click install. Like I said, it don't take very long. It's a pretty small file. Once it brings you to here, you just go down till you get to where it says cancel or install, and then you click install. It takes a minute. I mean, there you go. You're done now, and then it should bring you back to Terrarium. It may kick you to the home screen. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, of programming a Firestick with some of the best builds that are available. And the ones that we have installed, Kodi is an APK for free movies and TV shows and some live TV. Terrarium's the same way, free movies, TV shows, even the ones that are out in theaters, same as Kodi. Mobdro's just strictly a live TV app. You just go on it, you click on channels, and you can look through and find what you want to watch, and what channel you want to watch, whether it be HBO, Star, Showtime, Cinemax, A&E, Discovery. They have them all on there, and you just click on it. It'll tell you, it'll show you what's playing in real time. It don't have a guide, so you'll have to find a guide online. And then FreeFlix HQ is a movies and TV show APK for watching in theaters and all that, but it's also got free live TV on it, and that's what the MX player is for. It's for the IPTV that's inside of FreeFlix HQ. But this is the end of the video, and like, subscribe, give me your thoughts, tell me what I need to work on. Like I said, this is the first time I've done anything with recording myself programming a Firestick and trying to show you all some of the best sources that I think, and some of the best APKs that are available. And I think I made it a pretty easy tutorial. And like I said, more is to come. I'm going to show you, what's inside of the Supreme Builds Titanium build, and show you how to work Terrarium and Mobdro and FreeFlix HQ all the same. And also, my next video should be how to install an ad blocker on here to block any ads or pop-ups that may occur, and that works for everything that's on the FireTV Stick. So if you have YouTube on here and you don't like watching the ads, this ad blocker will block all the ads so that they don't pop up. But it also does it for Terrarium too, because Terrarium has ads, Mobdro has ads, and FreeFlix HQ has ads. but the ad blocker works great. I didn't have it installed, so I didn't walk you through the process of that, and I don't want to make the video any longer than I need to. But yeah, the next video to come will be an ad blocker video, and then from then I'll start with showing you how these APKs work and some of the best sources to choose from, and how to choose a source depending on your internet streaming capabilities. But yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, and let me know what I need to work on. Thank you all for watching.